Good evening with the Monday edition of Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Well, Carlos Bradford and Marlon Samuels' Delhi Daredevils are out of the 2017 IPL chase. The victory by Sunrisers Hyderabad today over the visiting Mumbai Indians effectively eliminated the Double Ds from qualifying for the top 4 playoffs. Mumbai, the leaders who have already advanced to the playoffs, chose to bat first and made 138 for 7 off their 20 overs. Rohit Sharma top scored 67, while Kieron Pollard got only 5 and Lendl Simmons 1. Sunrisers replied with 140 for 3 off 18.2. Player of the match Shakir Dhawan was unbeaten on 62 as the hosts won by 7 wickets. We have the highlights.
Now, has he taken this? He's attacked the ball. Well done, the captain.
He has been excellent. Speaking too soon, Rohit Sharma.
There's the flight. There's the wicket. Taken. There's an appeal from the bowler. Has he got a hand to the ball? It's not really a serious appeal, so single. And Pollard is on strike. All in.
He goes big, he goes long, and it's all the way. Dragged on, played on, Rohit Sharma after a wonderful knock departs. Pollard goes long. Does he clear the boundary? He does not, because it is a comfortable catch. Edge and taken. Namanoja with a comfortable catch. Bhuvaneshwar with yet another wicket to his tally.
Oh, this looks close. It's out, in fact.
Big wicket for Mitch McClenaghan. On 391 and 5th. That'll help. That'll help him get up that run rate as well.
Huge yes bank maximum from Shikhar Dhawan.
Well, the second time it's gone after Karan Sharma. Not about him bowling tight. It's about getting wickets, and they've got one. Picks up a single, gets to his 50, Shikhar Dhawan. Picks up a single, gets to his 50, Shikhar Dhawan. Well played.
Yes, certainly was, because he lost his opening partner.
Will be out. Yes, taken by Hardik Pandya, Yuvraj Singh.
Inch of confidence in bowling it. Straight over the top, over mid-wicket. That should be it. And it is. So, a big win for the Sunrisers here in Hyderabad. Winning by 7 wickets, and it was a win they needed as well.
And with that result, even if the Delhi Daredevils win their remaining 3 fixtures, they only get up to 14 points. Sunrisers are 4th on 15, while Mumbai still lead on 18. St. Christopher Primary enjoyed a comfortable victory over Vauxhall in the 2017 Baiko Primary Schools football competition. It was played at Briar Hall today. Meanwhile, in the first match between St. Lawrence Primary and St. Bartholomew's, it ended in a draw. CBC's Damien Best reports.
First game of the day, St. Lawrence Primary in yellow taking on St. Bartholomew's. A goalless first half meant each team had to come better in the second, and that's what St. Bartholomew's did. Shakir Bishop netting in the 27th minute to make it 1-0. St. Lawrence returned the favour 4 minutes before stoppage time. Romel Nanton finishing a brilliant free kick to end the game 1-1. The second match saw Vauxhall in blue up against St. Christopher in green. St. Christopher already up 1-0 after the first minute. Skip ahead 9 minutes later, and St. Christopher gifted another opportunity at goal, this time from a penalty after a handball in the box. Ruben Jacob steps up, a done deal, 2-0. Vauxhall now capitalizing on the poor defensive effort from St. Christopher. Tremaine Scott, a cracker from outside the box. 2-1 then in the 15th minute. Just after the half, Jaco Callender finds the equalizer from way outside the penalty area, straight through the legs of the keeper. We're tied at 2-2. However, St. Christopher regained the lead after some sloppy work from the keeper, Matthew Marshall. That's 3-2 in the 33rd minute. And indeed, St. Christopher would seal the deal from a controversial goal off the boot of Jacobs, bending it like Beckham. But did it bend enough? A good question. Nonetheless, St. Christopher take home the 4-2 victory. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
And welcome back to Sports Night. Team Rubis had to come from behind over the weekend to get the better of Barbry's Gardens in the final of the AS Auto Stop Village Camp Road Tennis Shotgun Competition at the Dighton Power Roach facilities in Bush Hall. The Rubis team, which was captained by Julian Michael Jackson White, defeated the Barbary side 4-3 in the best of 7 games. Sean Green calls the final.
Let's take a look at the young ones first, the under-15s with Ahija Blunt representing Rubis in a really roomy green t-shirt against Adio Selby of Barbaries. Blunt trying to force the issue back, but Selby was just answering everything until he unfolded. Service change and Selby with the first knock, running his opponent to the right, then to his left. Too late on that one. But the little man in the big shirt had a big heart despite being down 9-0 at this stage, surprising even Selby with this one. But in quick time, Selby had this one in the bag, 21-8. Now for the ladies, Madeline Blunt of Team Rubis in green against Carlin Haynes of Barbaries. And this one was tight, 13-13 at this stage. And well done by Haynes. And here again, you call that precise placement by Blunt. But despite playing a competitive game, her unforced errors were her real enemies, as Haynes went on to win 21-19. And the veterans now, and Dan Skeeter in the light blue, sporting the dreadlocks, was in a hurry against Gregory Gill, throwing everything at him until he cracked into the net he goes. This too was competitive, but over in a flash, Skeet going on to win at 15 and giving Barbaries a 3-0 cushion with 4 games to go. And after Rubis captain Julian White and Marson Johnson won their games, it was down to the last 2 games, with Rubis still trailing 2-3. Junior Wharton stepping up to Winston Griffith, and he meant business. In fact, he had a tough time, but he still polished off Griffith 21-19 to set up the big final with the score at 3 games apiece. So Sylvan Barnett met Junior Aline of Rubis in the final dance, as both men knew they were playing for all the marbles. Both these men have been around road tennis for a number of years and probably knew each other well, but I bet Barnett never saw that coming. And this is what pressure does. Barnett with a chance to put this lob away, and what does he do? He hammers it back into his own court. That's pressure. Aline using his feet well and finishing this play with a beautifully placed forearm drive. Aline now getting in the zone with his tail up. Thumping drive, Barnett can only watch. I'll take a high 5, maybe 2. And at 2017, the Rubis team was all gassed up and ready to fly. Barnett fails to answer this one, giving Rubis the come from behind win at 4-3. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Now, 2 records were broken yesterday as the track was left ablaze in the Barbados Association of Dragsters and Drifters Glasesco John Tiny Harrison drag meet. The drivers were nothing but fired up, and from qualifying stages you could suss out those who are going to be troublemakers on race day. All eyes were on this machine, the Mitsubishi Evo 7 shared by Robert Bishop and Jimmy Small. In the first qualifying round, Bishop alerted all gathered that things were full throttle, posting a 6.396. Small then got his turn at the wheel, and he not only left Damien Riley in the dust, but the record of Ahmed Sol Usaf, which stood at 6.288, was gone with the win. The new time to beat, 6.282. On race day, though, Bishop was back with a vengeance, and for the second time in 24 hours, the record was lowered. Bishop now holds it at 6.136 seconds. Another driver who from qualifying was in record-setting mode was Kevin Griffith. His Swift was clocking, setting a new time of 8.147 seconds on Saturday and then returning Sunday to demolish the 8 to 8.5 second class with a new front-wheel drive record of 8.098 seconds. And here's a look at some other winners who on qualifying were sharp off the line. Sean Shortman Eversey has his Swift perking to win the 8.5 to 9 second class with a time of 8.563. Rico Barrow behind the wheel of his Mitsubishi Evo 6 won the 7.5 to 8.5 class with a time of 7.817. The 9.5 to 10 second winner was Devon Holder here in the white Mitsubishi Lancer. Other winners were Nicholas Pinto in the 9 to 9.5 class with a 9.146 clocking, and the four-wheel drives were conquered by Ahmed Saul Yusuf. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports. Rendezvous has joined leaders Weymouth Wales as BDS Sports program on 33 points after last night's results in the digital BFA Premier League. Playing at the BFA Wildy AstroTurf, Rendezvous hammered bottom place Waterford Compton 9 goals to 2. Shandell Samuel scored a hat-trick. Janico Baptiste and Emerald George both netted twice, while there was a goal apiece for Dwayne Stanford and Rommel Bino. Now, despite the win, Rendezvous remained third in the standings because of an inferior goal difference compared to the two top teams. For Compton, it was their 11th defeat of the season. In the other games, a hat-trick from Dario Harewood proved vital as defending champions UW Blackbirds blanked Belfield Soccer Club 4-2 to move to 4th position. In the early game, Britainsill and Paradise played to a 0-0 draw. Time now to tell you what's happening in sports on Tuesday. The Baiko Primary School's football competition continues at venues across the island and it starts at 9 a.m. At the same time, the Pine Hill Dairy Primary School's netball competition will be in full swing at various venues as well. In international football, the second leg of the European Champions League semi-finals get going with Juventus taking on Monaco at 2:45 p.m. Barbados time. Now that's Sports Night for Monday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Good evening.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.